Alright, last shot of the game. 4-3 to win the championship. It's in there! Hey guys, what's going on? I am the Lone Wolf and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to be continuing and finishing the vehicle section of our in-game garage tour of Fs19. And by the way guys, this is a mod. It is not available in-game. It is just a wicked cool truck. It's supposed to represent like a Peterbilt by the logo. This is the VSTRUK. It's a very nice looking pickup or semi-truck. So let's just fire this up, shift it into gear, and then make our way up to the dealership to do our tour. We're going to try and take this route right here. This is going to be a kind of crazy route. Just going to crank it this way and go through the parking lot. Don't hit anything, don't hit anything. Alright, good, we made it. Alright, that was, I had hit everything almost every single time in all my other previous attempts at a recording. But yeah, the reason why I wanted to go this way was because of the fact that if we go in here, like that! Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Guys, pretend you didn't see that. That was just stupid of me. But yeah, the reason why we can go in here and it's really awesome is because we can pull up here. Put the parking brake on. Probably not very smart to park a semi-truck this big on a hill like this, but put the parking brake and turn it off. Obviously shift it into neutral too, but that goes without saying. Yes, in this video we are continuing our tour, finishing out the vehicles tab of the garage tour. We're going to be looking at lifting equipment, animals, mowers, cars, semi-trucks, and sprayers. Yes, we have two sprayers kind of secluded over there. Probably should have put them over here so they didn't feel left out. But away from that, we will go right into this and look at sprayers first. First, we have the Stara Imperador 3.0. As you can see, it says Imperador 3.0. And Stara is one of my favorite companies in-game. That is why on the semi-truck there, on the end, you can see I painted it Stara orange. But yeah, in the shop menu, you go into crop protection, which is on the top row, fifth one from the left, and you go into there, and it is the first tab in it. This is the Imperador 3.0. It is $195,000 stock price. It has 162 kilowatts and 220 horsepower. 340 liter fuel tank and 68 liter def tank. Can go a maximum speed of 26 miles per hour. Can hold a maximum capacity of 5,100 liters of either solid fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, or herbicide that is split between the two. There's actually two tanks on this sprayer or sprayer, and it is 27 meters wide, and it can work at a maximum speed of 7 miles per hour. The only configuration that's available is you can either go from narrow tires, which you would use like when your plants are in the ground and have grown a little bit so you don't destroy them, or you can switch to standard tires. It is only $1,000 extra, and this is what you'd use like after harvest when you're just fertilizing it, getting it ready to plant or something. With that wheel setup change, it is a maximum price of $196,000. And because we have these, the semi-trucks, and all the equipment over there, we are not going to be taking many of these on full wraparound drives. Only one in every category. So one car, the mower, the animals, one semi-truck, one piece of lifting equipment, and one sprayer. So since I like this one a lot more than this one, we're going to take this one for the ride. Interior looks very nice. It looks pretty much exactly like the tractors do. Obviously just raised up higher and set forward. Startup sounds really cool. It almost echoes as if the tank is empty, which in this case it is. Very cool sounding. But yeah, we're just going to do our standard run. We're going to do a lap around the shop. I always wondered what it would be like to drive a sprayer in real life, just because you are literally like a centimeter of glass, or like few millimeters of glass away from the road, or away from being thrown out the window, and you're so high up. And I will be able to show you how high these things are in this next sprayer next to this one. Yeah, I'll just back this one up right here. Turn it off. And we'll move on to the Hardy Rubicon 9000. This is the bigger of the two sprayers, obviously. We will go in and we will look at it. It is the second in the crop protection section. It is $489,000 stock price. Oh my goodness, look how much different that is. I mean, the Star Imperator is $200,000 almost, and the Rubicon is barely off of 490 or 500,000 almost. It's 10,000 off 500,000. But yeah, this one contains 272 kilowatts and 370 horsepower under the hood of this vehicle. 1,000 liter fuel tank, so quite a bit bigger than the Stara. 31 mile per hour max speed, can hold 9,000 liters of only liquid, which is liquid fertilizer or herbicide. 48.5 meters wide, and can work at a maximum speed of 15 miles per hour. So, even though I said I like the Stara over this one, it is almost better in every way. It's got more power, it's got a bigger fuel capacity, it's faster, it's got a bigger tank capacity, and it can work faster. And of course, it's wider. So, yeah, there are no extra configurations, but it is $489,000. So, you're kind of glad that you don't have any extra configurations. Yeah, this one, like I said, how tall these things are. Look at this. You can actually walk underneath these things. Underneath this one, at least. I mean, look at that. I'm literally walking underneath the sprayer. That is unbelievable. We'll get into this thing. And you can see I'm kind of cramped in here. I almost knocked over one of the booms against one of these flags. Interior looks very nice. Big monitor, big hydrostat. It looks very cool. They gave me a cup holder, thank God. Startup is a lot quieter, though, than the Stara. But yeah, this is very nice. I'm not going to take this one for a lap around, but look at that. I parked it in just a way, but since this thing makes you exit on the back end of this, you are literally thrown out onto this, onto the boom, and you can't move. So I just got to tab to that and exit it. Alright, so those are the sprayers. Now we'll move on to cars. These are the two cars that are available. There's an old and a new. I think 2013, 15, 17, and 19 have all had an old version of a pickup and a new version of a pickup. The old version is the Lizard pickup 1978, which is $30,000 stock price, 147 kilowatts and 200 horsepower, 80 liter fuel tank, and 74 mile per hour max speed. You can only change the main color, which adds $1,000 to make the maximum price for this truck $31,000. And now the thing I had to do, because that mower right there, that big self-propelled mower, has like an extremely big enter radius. So you can be entering the vehicle in this huge bubble right here. So I actually have to go to this truck and then tab over to the black one. I noticed that and I kind of was like, oh crap, that's kind of irritating. But yeah, the interior is very nice. It looks like a classic pickup truck inside. You've got your stick shift, you got power, manual windows, everything like that. Startup is classic as well. I love it. I do prefer the newer pickup, but this one is always welcome on my farm. Now, the white pickup here is the Lizard pickup 2014. This is the second slot. $45,000 stock price, 221 kilowatts and 300 horsepower, 120 liter fuel tank, and 74 mile per hour max speed. And the configurations are just paint. You can change the main color and rim color. Main color changes for $1,000 extra, and the design color adds $100. So the maximum price for this pickup truck is $46,100. So actually quite typical for a pickup truck like this in real life. Interior, obviously a lot more modern because it's supposed to be. Big touchscreen, it looks like there. Crew cab, manual. It looks like a shifter there. I think that's supposed to be a shifter. Power windows, everything. It's supposed to be a gas. I wish it was a diesel. There is actually a mod that I downloaded that kind of makes this thing sound like a diesel, so it makes it sound a lot better. Crank it right without... Oh my goodness, I just scratched a brand new pickup truck. Carlos is going to be very, very mad. See if we can flip it. Oh no, it doesn't flip. Oh my goodness. That's got some good ground grip. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so this is the Lizard Pickup 2014, and that already wraps up our second category of vehicle that we were looking at today. The pickups. Now this is a mower. The Krone Big M 450, I believe. Yes. This is a self-propelled mower with bat wings on the side. It is 9 meters wide, so we will look at this. It is in the mowers tab right in the middle. It is $380,000 stock price. 330 kilowatts and 449 horsepower, so actually a very powerful machine. 780 liter fuel tank to 80 liter def tank, 24 mile per hour max speed, 9.9 meter working width, so actually closer to 10 meters, and can work at a maximum speed of 15 miles per hour. No configurations are available. This is just the way it will look, so that $380,000 price is the one you will see on your vehicle invoice. Interior, I like it. I like how they put that Krone colored tan on the hydrostat there. They put the Krone logo on the seat and on the steering wheel. Startup sounds very nice. Very nice and quiet. And since this thing is our only mower, we will take this one for a ride. All the way around the shop. And guys, I know in, I think, my previous videos, I have said the word hydrostat. And if you guys don't know what that means, if you see here, that little lever there, it goes forward and it gets pulled back. That is the hydrostat. That's kind of a hydrostatic accelerator. Hydraulic accelerator, kind of like that thing. That is the thing that powers. This thing does not have a gas pedal in any way. You can see down on the floor, there's no gas pedal. All you have is the brake. Hydrostat is used mainly in big machines like this, like in forage harvesters, the potato harvester that I showed you in the previous video. Most combines are, but there are actually very old combines that were not hydrostat. They were actually gas pedaled. Now we move on to our next category. This is the animals tab of the in-game shop. This is a, what is it called? A Stroutman Vertimix 1702 double SF, a mouthful, yes. That is right over here, right in the center of the, bottom center of the shop. It is $158,000. It is 129 kilowatts and 175 horsepowers. Horsepowers. Really? Did I just say horsepowers? Herspers, that might work, but 400 liter fuel tank, 38 liter def tank, 24 mile per hour max speed, a 17,000 liter mixer wagon capacity, and can pick up, it looks like, total mix ration, chaff, silage, hay, and straw. Now, the real cool thing about this, by the way, guys, there's no extra configuration, so $158,000 is the total price. The cool thing about this is not only, like say that was holding a bale up there, you could drop that in there and it would mix it. But not only that, you can actually pick stuff up with it right here. So you can use this for putting feed into a bunk for an animal, like cattle or pigs. And once they make, on this game in particular, when it makes a mess of the food and it chucks it all out in front of the bunk, you can just run over it with this and you'll vacuum it up and then you can put it right back in, or you can chuck it. I don't know why you would want to chuck brand new food like that, but yeah, this one I will tell you, in the previous video, the miscellaneous harvesters video, I said that nothing would take the cake as the best sounding vehicle than that Grimy Veritron potato harvester. But this, I think, is going to. I'm going to turn up the volume for this, and the autosave feature turns on, and it screws everything up. But I'm just going to turn off autosave. But yeah, I'm going to turn up vehicle volume to 100%, and I'm not going to speak. I just want you guys to listen to it, and it sounds really awesome, and we're going to take a lap around the shop, and you will hear my voice once again once we have it parked. Alright, so guys, that thing absolutely sounds amazing. I love the sound of that pickup and mixer. That thing is so cool. That's got to be my favorite sounding vehicle. Sorry, Grimy Veritron, this takes the cake. But now, after that, we will move on to, which one should we do? We might as well do semi-trucks. We already looked at cars. We might as well look at semi-trucks. We'll start with standard cabs. We have the Lizard Warrior. This is a day cab with looks like a headache rack. This is in the trucks tab, which is right next to small tractors. It is the first one in there. It is $119,000 stock price, 338 kilowatts and 460 horsepower, a 440 liter fuel tank, 49 mile per hour max speed, and only main color can be changed. So we might as well just put it to Fent Red. That adds $3,000 to make the maximum price for this $122,000. Interior, I don't like this one, okay? I absolutely hate this interior. I mean, look how plain it is. You have nothing above you except a little air vent there and lights. The dashboard looks more like a car dashboard, and the shifter is literally on the floor. I mean, I would rather have a super shifter if it's 4 feet long and you're practically touching the ceiling just to shift than have to tie my shoes every time that I need to shift a gear. But overall, I've used this truck quite a bit. I just don't use first person. This one, the red one next to it and the blue one next to the red one, they all sound the same. Same with my semi-truck that I was driving here. I didn't want to drive that one. Sorry, I pulled it forward without realizing. But yeah, moving on, we have our Lizard Hulk. This is pretty much, I will say, pretty much the same thing as this blue one right here. I won't reveal the name yet. But you can see grille and lights and bumper exactly the same, except this one does not have the bug deflector on the grille. You've got the same air cleaners there as this one, just a little bit bigger on this. Mufflers are pretty close to the same, except that one's got like a fane on the back of it, or fairing on the back, so it's more aerodynamic. And this one has a sleeper. But yeah, this is the Lizard Hulk. It's in the 4th slot. So it goes Warrior, then Hulk, then Roadrunner. Yes. It is $143,000 stock price, 405 kilowatts and 550 horsepower, 880 liter fuel capacity, so it literally doubles the Warrior in fuel capacity, 49 mile per hour max speed, and of course, only main color can be changed. We might as well go to Deutzfahr. I love that color. $146,000 is the maximum price for this semi-truck. Interior is literally infinitely better. Look at that and compare it to this. I'll just put my camera here and look at that. How can you get better than this interior for a semi-truck, except for on my modded semi-truck over there on the hill? But that just looks absolutely amazing. I mean, yes, the shifter is always a problem on these trucks. They always look like they're on the floor. But yeah, this is an amazing looking truck. Startup is exactly the same, so I will not start this one up. But we'll move on to the pretty much just the same exact truck with a sleeper and bug deflector. But yeah, this is the Lizard Roadrunner. It's in the 5th slot. It is $161,000 and 456 kilowatts and 620 horsepower can be found underneath that hood. 880 liter fuel tank, 49 mile per hour max speed, and a $3,000 or $4,000 pay up for repainting to make the maximum price for this truck $165,000. Now this one we will start up. Same interior. Sounds exactly the same as the Warrior. Now this one we are going to just drive around the parking lot because the next one is the one that I really want to take on a full-on lap. Look at that. That looks amazing. I will say, this does have a sleeper, so it's not really supposed to be longer, but I wish it had the same exact frame as the Lizard Hulk. As you can see, the Lizard Hulk frame is a lot longer. I wish it had that frame on this truck, because then it would be a lot longer. This would just look absolutely amazing for that. Now we move on to our cab over trucks. And if you don't know what a cab over means, it means the cab is over the engine. It's cab over truck. Now this is a standard cab because the engine is in front of the cab. This is the Tatra Phoenix 6x6 Agro truck. Mouthful for a truck as well. It is in the 2nd slot of the truck tab. It is $121,000 stock price, 340 kilowatts and 462 horsepower, 440 liter fuel tank and 45 liter def tank, and 49 mile per hour max speed. Main color can be changed for $3,000 extra. Rim color can be changed for $500. That looks absolutely dope. I mean, it doesn't. I don't really like pink that much. But configuration, standard or trailer hitch. You may be saying, when you look at it this way, nothing changes. But it's not the 5th wheel hitch. It is the hitch on the back. You can see it adds the hitch on the back there. It is an amazing truck. I love it. With everything added, it is $125,200. This is by far my favorite truck, even over the standard cabs that we just looked at. Startup sounds amazing. Hang on, I gotta get to it. I love that. That sounds absolutely amazing. Yeah, let's move and let's take a lap with this truck. This truck is my favorite by far. But when it comes to mods, the truck that we're just passing up right now, that black one right there, that is by far my favorite. Interior looks real nice as well. This is a automated transmission. Not automatic, but automated. You have 3 different types of transmissions. I might as well just give you like a mechanics lesson. There's manual, where you have a shifter that you personally press the clutch in, or you manually press the clutch in and you shift your gears on a certain pattern depending on the truck. Like this is a manual. You press the clutch in and then you move that shifter that's right there in the center there. This is an automated right here, because you see that little console right to my right there? It says like neutral, drive, and then up and down. That is an automated. You have to press the button, but the truck will shift it for you. Okay, so you actually have to do something for it to shift, but you don't have to actually manually shift it yourself. This one I believe is supposed to be an automated transmission as well. This is the MAN TGS 18.500. It is in the 3rd slot. It is $130,000. It has 368 kilowatts and 500 horsepower, 400 liter fuel tank to 60 liter def tank, 49 mile per hour max speed. Main color can be changed for $3,000. Rim color can be changed for $300, and wheel can be changed for no money change at all. Lizard I prefer because they're more street wheels. If you're playing Mud Runner or Snow Runner, these would be the wheels you would want on this truck. Maximum price for this with a paint job is $133,300. Interior, I love it. It just is cramped. But yeah, I think this is supposed to be an automated transmission. I think that might be it up there. I hate the sound of the startup, but overall, it is a very helpful truck. I use it quite a bit for, if I don't have a tractor available and I just accidentally buy this truck, I will use it to actually power certain things. And if you look in the back here, it's got a silver PTO there. And yes, I have done it where I will attach a baler to this thing and I will bale hay with this truck. I will literally attach a baler to the truck and I'll be baling. Oh my gosh! What the flip? Did I seriously just do that? That would have literally totaled how much would this truck cost? How much did it cost? $133,000 truck. I just totaled a $133,000 truck and that would probably come out of my paycheck. Don't tell Carlos. Maybe he won't notice the huge gouge on the front of this truck. And guys, I did make a mistake. I did say that this was Stara Orange, but I changed it last second when setting up this dealership. I made it John Deere Green, Case IH Red, New Holland Blue, Challenger Yellow, and Kloss Green. Kloss Green, or Kloss Yellow. I can't really see what color that is, sorry. Now we will move on to our last category of the day, lifting equipment. This is going to be our biggest category. But this is the Manitou. This is a Manitou forklift. The only forklift available in game. And it is in miscellaneous. It is the MC18-4. It is $37,000 price. It is not a stock price because stock price is total price. 26 kilowatts to 36 horsepower, 71 liter fuel tank. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I gotta calm down after wrecking a $133,000 truck. 15 mile per hour max speed. But yeah, that is what it looks like. Interior looks kind of cool, even though you can kind of see the interior from here. And the lifting and lowering. And when it's all the way up or at any time, you can actually tilt it forward and back. That is literally the only reason why this cab is tapered in the front, so that you can actually do this. That sounds cool. And I did say I will take one vehicle lifting equipment on a drive, and I'm thinking I'm going to take this right here on a drive. I was going to maybe take that, but since it's kind of cramped in there, I will not do that. I'm just going to take this one for a drive. Now we move on to skid loaders. These are backwards. I should be reviewing that one first, and then this one second, so I will be doing that. This is the L218. I always forget the models on these two things. This is a New Holland L218. It is $35,000 out of the factory, 45 kilowatts and 61 horsepower, so very powerful machine for how small it is. 74 liter fuel capacity, 11 mile per hour max speed. Yeah, so let's get in it. Hey, it actually did not get in the right one. Why does it always do that? Sounds nice. Interior is quite nice. Everything you'd expect from a skid loader. You got your startup there, that key right on top. That is your starter. And you got your lower. I'll show you from the outside. You got lower, raise, tilt forward, and lift up. But yeah, then we'll move on to our tracked skid loader. I prefer this one, guys. I know there have been many YouTubers on in videos that have said always get the wheeled skid loader. I will agree with that before the Farming Simulator game was updated a few months ago. But now the tracked one is so much better, because before the update, the tracked one would literally just sway back and forth when you're driving it, and it would make it impossible to navigate, where the wheeled one would still do it, but just not as bad. So that's why everybody preferred this. But now the tracked one is so much better to me. This is the C232 from New Holland as well. It is $49,000, 54 kilowatts and 74 horsepower, 96 liter fuel capacity, 7 mile per hour max speed. No extra configurations are available. Raise and lower. This one's got a bigger boom on it. Tilt forward. Lift back. Sounds exactly the same. It's probably got the same exact engine, it's just the wheels are changed. But yeah, interior is literally the same too, I think. Hang on. A little darker and a little bigger. But yeah, overall, these are pretty much the same exact machines, but just one is a little bigger and one's a little more powerful. But yeah, on here I've got a Paladin pallet fork and I've got a Paladin high dump bucket. I will show you guys the attachments for all these things at the end of the video. Now we have the Kramer. Gosh dang it, I forget the name again. The KL38T. This is $60,000. 55 kilowatts and 75 horsepower, 85 liter fuel capacity, and 24 mile per hour max speed. Only Trelleborgs to Nokian's wheel changes. Wheel change adds $900 to make the maximum price for this. Obviously, $60,900. That one has probably one of the most, I guess, unique engine startup sounds. I mean, listen to this. It's got a very quick firing. Hang on. It's got a very quick fire, and then it sounds very powerful. And I think it's got, what did it say, 75? 75 horsepower, so it's actually quite powerful. Interior looks very organized. You got your hydrostat here, some buttons there for, I think that might be the radio. What the radio is doing down there. Got your cup holder in the back there, and then you've got your steering wheel and all your gauges up in front. And a very makeshift buddy seat next to it. You've got tilt, raise, lower, lift. And you've got a Stoll pallet fork attached to it. This one right here. This is kind of the one that anybody who's getting a pallet or a Stoll bucket. Sorry, not pallet fork. That's not a pallet fork, obviously. But yeah, now we've looked at forklifts, skid loaders, and the front loader. Now we'll move on to telehandlers. This is the Manitou telehandler. This one's got a very big name on it, so I'm just going to go in here immediately and look. This is the MLAT 533-145V Plus. The big mouthful on that name of that. 105 kilowatts and 145 horsepower, or sorry, 143 rather. 150 liter fuel capacity, 24 mile per hour max speed. And no wheel changes, no configuration changes. So $69,000 is your bill price. Oh wow, no, I didn't want to reveal that yet. Shoot. I mean, I know literally everybody saw it, but I was just wanting to make that a surprise. Shoot. Yeah, startup. That's the interior. It looks very cool. I love it. It's got Manitou on the seat, and then Manitou on the floor over there, and then on the buddy seat. Let's do a beat drop. 1, 2, 3, flop. Alright, so yeah, I just totaled that thing. Telehandler controls are, you've got lift, lower, tilt, lower, and then retract and extend. And this one goes pretty high, but definitely not as high as the other two. But yeah, guys, I'm having like so much trouble with getting into these vehicles just because of the fact that they're so close together. Alright, I'm just gonna move this one out of the way. Alright. Sorry, I kind of gave that thing away. I was kind of wanting to make that like a last second thing, but you guys already see it. This is the Massey Ferguson telehandler. This is the 9407. This is the S series. This is $93,000 stock price, 90 kilowatts and 122 horsepower. 138 liter fuel tank and 38 liter def tank, 24 mile per hour max speed, and only wheel changes. From Trelleborgs to Nokians adds 1,000 to make the maximum price for this $94,000. Sounds like a propane engine to me, or like, you know, like a golf cart engine or like a battery powered engine, but it sounds really cool. And of course, controls are extremely simple, except the only thing that's different is the fact that it raises higher. But yeah, now we move on to our last telehandler. This is the Manitou. This has got another big name, so it's the MLT 737 130 PS Plus. $98,000 stock price, 95 kilowatts and 129 horsepower. Sorry. 120 liter fuel tank and 10 liter def tank. So that's always something that got me. It's got such a small def tank on there. A 24 mile per hour max speed, and of course wheel brands add 1,000 to make it $99,000 total price. And if you notice, the articulated one is a 20 horsepower more powerful than these two almost. 143 to 122 and 129. So yeah, it's actually more powerful than both of these. Now this is the one we're going to take for a ride. Interior is probably my favorite of the telehandlers. I love this thing. You're just going to lower this and make OSHA happy so that you don't hurt somebody. Just going to lift this up like that. Start it up. And for some reason this thing moved. I'm not sure if something happened, but the machine actually moved and tilted. Yeah, this thing can actually go very fast for what kind of machine it is, but it's really fun to drive. Especially because it's got all-wheel steer, so it has a really quick steering. Like that. Oh, and it drifts too. Oh my goodness. Red neck. Watch this. You can just go up to like a donut shop and then crank it into the spot. Oh my goodness, that would be fun. There's a coffee shop down the road from this shop, but that would be funny just to be flying down the road and then do a 360 or a 180 into the parking spot. Oh my goodness, that would be hilarious. But yeah, we're just gonna put this right back to where Carlos had it. Extend it again. It extends a lot. It's taller than the Massey Ferguson, and it extends more than the Manitou. Now we move on to our second to last vehicle. This is the New Holland W190 wheel loader. This is $175,000 stock price, 172 kilowatts and 234 horsepower, 288 liter fuel tank and 37 liter def tank, 24 mile per hour max speeds. Michelin tires are your base tires. They don't have any extra price on them. But if you turn to Trelleborg, you've got either standard. For $1,400 extra, you've got narrow twin wheels. And for $3,000 extra, you've got full twins. This adds $3,000 to make the maximum price for this wheel loader $178,000. So we'll hop in and start this up, but we're not going to drive it because, as obviously you can see, it's very cramped in here. Interior looks cool. I love the seat. This has got to be the best seat I've ever seen in any of the vehicles I've reviewed. It's got the New Holland Construction logo, and it's got the yellow stitch beads on the outline. And it's got even the New Holland logos in the other pattern. Oh my goodness, that is so cool. Sounds really cool. I love it. Controls are pretty much the same as all the other ones. You got lower, raise, tilt, and pull back. And then for this one, you've got close and open the log fork. This is a Magsy log fork, or log claw. But yeah, so that is the conclusion of the main part of this. I did add one DLC review into this. This is the Mahindra Retriever. I love this thing. This is supposed to be like a John Deere, the Mahindra equivalent of the John Deere Gator. This is the Mahindra Retriever 1000. If you go in, this is a 99-cent DLC. So if you go into the mod hub and you go into the DLC tab, you will find this, and I think it's 9 others. This is $17,200, 61 kilowatts and 83 horsepower, 34-liter fuel tank capacity, 60 mile per hour max speed. So this thing flies. 460-liter box capacity, and it can hold pretty much anything you can think of. But yeah, we're going to take this thing for a spin just to end the video. Oh my goodness, I love this thing. We're going to try and get this thing up to max speed, and we're going to do something very stupid with it. We're just going to take it down this road here. Hopefully I can do this. Hopefully I can nail it, but it looks like I'm not going to be able to. Oh my goodness, the sign helped me. The sign saved me, so I can actually do what I wanted to do. All right, crank it, crank it, crank it. Yee! Whoa! Why did I exit the vehicle? I didn't want to exit the vehicle. And it's on the beach, and we landed it. Oh my goodness. We actually landed it. Almost. Wow. That would be probably something that Whistling Diesel would do. Guys, Whistling Diesel, he's hilarious. Don't do any of the stuff he does, because most of it's really stupid. But he is a huge bundle of entertainment. But yeah, that was really realistic. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This is so fun to be able to do this for anybody who watches this. We have just concluded our vehicle segment of our in-game Farming Simulator garage tour. Next video, so that means once this video hits 5 views, I will be making the first video of the tools segment. So that's anything from trailers to cultivators and discs. Oh wow, I just did a power slide right there. Yeah, we're just gonna pull back into the dealership. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please look down below of the screen and smash the like button. Smash that like button. And if you want to receive every single video that I post in the future, please hit the red subscribe button that's right next to the like button. And once you hit the subscribe button, it will show you a few options for notifications. If you want to receive the videos, and they will be showing up in your main page of YouTube, just click a certain button. But if you want to receive all of them and have them in your notification bell, please hit that all bell, and then you will receive all of the videos that I post in real time as soon as they come out. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. I am the Lone Wolf. Like and subscribe. I will be posting a new video once this one hits 5 views. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.